Welcome to the world of Warcraft.
Ready to serve.
Hello everyone, a bit of a different video today. This video will show how I created the drop-down annotations for my other videos, as requested by ReneeBan7430. They are correct in their comment that I have used Warcraft 3 Reforged and its images and sounds. I took them from that. I tried to just do a straight edit of the video. I failed many times. I could not edit and just clip out the chain dropping, so I had to recreate it myself. And how I did that in Camtasia 2024 was by, if we drill down, we're going to open up, we'll use the middle track. Let's make that a bit bigger so we can start describing a few more things here. We're going to open our group, so we have a big final group here, grouped all my assets. Inside that group, we have the drop-down menu sound effect, as you can hear there. So that sound effect plays here, and if we were to enlarge this, you can see exactly where the sound effect really starts to play, which is about where it hits the bottom. This took some timing. I just had to watch the video from Warcraft 3 Reforged and kind of visual, audio, time that and sync it as close as I could. You'll also see that there's another subgroup just called Group 1 that contains a photoshopped version of the chains and the menu itself dropping down and actually extending beyond the visible area here. You can see this. It's actually beyond it a little bit. Just like the menu does in the game. It kind of drops down and then comes back up, which is where the sound effect comes into play here. Yep. And then it pops back up on the second part. So inside this group, we're going to actually see, in this case, this was from, I believe, the Rogue Disguise Guide video in the location of Professor Malkovich. So that's on this one. If I were to take and make that invisible, pardon the eyes, I apologize. I forgot how bright that is underneath. This is the base layer that I created for that. This was it. I don't remember what I did. I think it was actually in Camtasia, and then I screenshot that or something. It was to get this mat on here. I'm not a great Photoshopper, so I rely on a lot of moving things and tricks and other things to hide my lack of ability and to make it look good for you guys. So essentially we have our two bits on this, which are the map and the chain. So if I move this, you can see the chain move off there and whatnot. So we're going to Control Z that, so make sure it didn't move. And how to animate it, that's probably the hardest. So you get the idea. You can screenshot, in Warcraft Reforged, screenshot that, Photoshop it, or take it into GIMP, and that's what I use. And just cut all these corners out so where this black is, right? It's a little fuzzy, which actually makes it look more authentic in my opinion. Totally unintentional, but it does work in my favor, I believe. And then you'll apply on top of that, the layer that you see next is your map or your NPC, like I've done in some later videos, kind of change things up a little bit. We've also done text. Let me bring in another bin, let's see. Here's the end screen, right? It's very similar. Let's bring it over here. Pop out of the... Oh, nope, it's still in there. Gosh darn it. Control Z on that. Move the end screen over here. So the end screen's another good example. Has a little more background music, but it does have that drop down. So with that drop down, we have text, and then we rely on the YouTube putting the video in the same place that it always does for the next video, along with the subscribe. It's very similar, so we're going to drill down into our drop down, up then down, which is what this one does. So this one's a little different. It's got an extra animation towards the end. But in the group itself, it's the same idea, just text on top of that base image. So we're going to go ahead and close this one, close the outro. We don't need any of that. So if we go start zooming out from the base layer here, we map, which is our top layer. And since they are in this group, any animations applied to that group will be applied to both, and hence why they move together. So that's kind of why they both come down together. In Camtasia, that's how the animation works when you apply it. Like if I was to apply an animation here, Shift A, so it'll take it from this position, and if I click at this point, you know, wherever I want it, if I want it to come back up, something like that, just move it up off the screen. Then all of a sudden, oop, there it goes. It moves everything. If I go in the group here, let's go ahead and delete that. We don't want that animation. If I just apply this animation to the map itself, now all of a sudden, I am just moving a part. So let's say if we move that. Now, we go from everything's together to the map is moving. You can see it a little more dramatically here. The map's moving on its own. This took me a while to figure out, you know, that, hey, you could just group them and they'll both move together. It's like, oh yeah, duh. Don't ask my wife, it took forever. She was she was laughing at me when I figured it out. I was so excited. It's such a little thing, but you know, it's the simple things. So we have our group there, and then if you zoom out, so we keep everything in this group, and then I like being able to have this group and save it for later, so then you can do whatever you want with it. Looks like they've actually updated something in 2024 a little different than the others. No. Nope, it still shows audio. Okay. But here, if I wanted to do a different animation, it would apply to the sound and everything, like the whole shebang. Let's see, is there anything else I can think of for those? Let me do a quick... Oh, for the big drop down, same kind of thing. For this guy, though, let me drop it in. To get the bigger one, I believe I had to go to the options. Do we have it installed? Warcraft 3. Ah, we do. Alright, let's boot that up real quick, and I'll show you. So there's one of the ways we get the sound effect, right? If you go to options, it brings this much bigger menu down. And what I recommend is doing it a few times, because once it loads, like mine loads really fast, so it like loads halfway through the animation. I would just take a screenshot of this. Let me do that real quick. Let me get my snippet tool. So to snip. Many ways you can do this. For me, is it not going to let me do a snip? Nope. I do not like that. That doesn't like me screen grabbing while I'm trying to do a snip. Sorry about that. I would take a screenshot of this page and then take that into GIMP and edit it down, like, you know, edit out, basically make this a hollow shell of itself so it doesn't show anything. Although you could keep like the lion's heads if you wanted. You could do your own setup. Now for the other ones, I just went to single player. I don't think I grabbed these. I think I went to campaign. No, maybe it was just those. Maybe it was this. Man, it's been a minute. Literally, I think I did this in like 2020. Can't even remember how long ago it's been. Been a while. 23 maybe? But nope, I didn't like that one. So that's kind of where I got it from in the sound effects. Let's go ahead back to the video editor. Get out of that. And you can see I've saved many different versions of it, because I've done many different things. Look, that's from the Rogue video as well. So this is just an NPC one. You've seen it on several other videos if you've watched. So in this one, I can kind of break down how that works. If we open this grouping, we've got our drop down, but we've also got B-roll behind it, right? So the B-roll is below, so it shows up before the drop down. Inside the drop down, we have our menu, we have the group, same thing. So I keep all that the same. I only edit when I change NPCs and whatnot, or in the guide. I only change things in here. So this is where I'll start changing things. Like if we don't want to show something, or if I want to rewrite, I can just double click and start writing, or copy paste a different quote. Did I have that? No. Anyways. So that's how I edit. And then these will stay, since they are in this group, they will move as one. And so that's how I kind of do that animation, quote unquote, effect. I hope that that helps. I don't really know. I mean, there's a few other things it could cover, like I do the transitions, the little corner text guys, or it's kind of cool, but this is just a simple built-in Camtasia effect, this little guy down here. The intro, I don't even think I have the original intro. This is all just, at this point, this is something from 2018 that I just kept going and modified for Turtle WoW. Yeah, I think that that's really it. Please let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see from behind the scenes. Not a super interesting video. I'll try and chop this down as much as I can to keep it simple, keep it straightforward for you. And please hit me up with questions, and if you really want, maybe I could even do like a quick live stream for you, or we can meet up on Discord and I could go over it in further detail. Anyways, you guys have a good one. As you can hear, I'm starting to feel better, so hopefully maybe someday I'll get more videos going. Who am I kidding? It takes forever. I'm slow. But yeah, have a good one and take care. Until next time.
More luck? Yes, me lord.